Hello my fantastics, welcome in another DIY tutorial. In this video I will show you how to make these sidewalk chalks, which are super cool, and this is a recipe that you can find already online but with a little bit of a twist, because I created my chalks with a different shape than the usual shape. So let's see how to do them. So let's see the materials. You will need some plaster, and you can use either the regular plaster or the plaster of Paris, which is the one that I use, and I suggest you to use that because it is more white and more fine than the regular one. Then you will need a couple of containers, some water, and then you will need some duct tape and paper tape, and then a couple of more things, but you will find a complete list of materials down here in the description box. So let's get started with my personal interpretation of this project. So you will need a piece of cardboard, A4 size, and you don't need something really fancy here because, for example, I'm recycling the back of a scratch pad, so I divided it into 6 equal parts and then cut them with my cutter. You will find the conversion in inches down here in the description box. So this is one of the 6 pieces that I cut, and it is 10.5 centimeters long and 9 centimeters wide, and it is divided in 3 equal parts. And as you can see now, I am marking these 2 lines to create a couple of creases that will help me to fold my cardboard like so. And this is the base of the mold. So now you want to make it waterproof, just attaching some tape on the top of it, like so. And you can use whatever kind of tape you like. The only thing that you have to notice is if the tape you're using is like plasticky, like this. I'm using the brown one, but you can use also the transparent one, it's the same. So do the same on the other side because you want it to be waterproof on both sides. Then remove the excess with the cutter as you did before. And now you have your mold waterproof. So now you want to attach another little piece of tape here in this position. And this will create an opening. As you can see, you can open and close the mold all the times that you desire. And ta-da! This is your mold almost ready. So now you have to create the bottom of your mold. So for that I'm using a little piece of duct tape. The duct tape is really resistant, but if you don't have that, don't worry, you can use whatever kind of tape you prefer. So I'm just applying the piece of duct tape in this way. So I'm just basically I'm cutting the corners of the little square and then fold the tape like so. And then I decided to attach another piece of tape for extra strength. So now let's finally make the colors. Take your plaster of Paris or whatever kind of plaster you prefer, and then add some water. Just follow the instruction on the box, and just add some water until you have a creamy consistency. And then at that point, add the color. The colors that I'm using here are tempera, but this is not the expensive professional tempera. It's more like, I think you can call them like poster paints. It's a very cheap kind of paint. So just add your colors into the plaster and then mix well, and if you need it, just add a little bit of water. So now you just want to fill the mold, and to do that you just want to use a spatula or a knife. Fill that until you reach the top, and then beat it on the table so that you make sure all the air inside comes to the surface so you don't have bubbles. Now just make another color. So with the pink base, I just added a little bit of blue and I obtained this beautiful lilac color. And then fill the mold with that color, and again beat the mold a little bit and then let it dry. You want to basically repeat this process for all the colors that you desire. I'm making 6 colors, so now I'm making the blue color. So beat, and fill the mold, and then beat again until you reach the top. And now just adding a little bit of yellow to the blue, create the green color, this beautiful pastel green. And then the yellow, super bright yellow color, and then the orange color. So now place your molds into a cylindrical container like a mug and let them dry. I want to show you now other options to make the molds. You can use toilet paper rolls, and with them you will get crazy huge chalks. You can use the inside part of plastic wrap or aluminum and then cut that into smaller pieces. Then create the bottom part with the duct tape and then insert some parchment paper to protect the inside, which is cardboard basically. And then you can just fill that with the colored plaster, and that's it. But I want to show you something, guys. If you decide to use the toilet paper rolls or the other recycled materials, this is what happens when you try to remove your chalk from the mold, even if you use the parchment paper. So you will need to cut along the mold with some scissors, and this will ruin your chalk, and you risk to even destroy your chalk completely. So the mold doesn't really work as well as the one that I created. So this is the result, and it is not perfect at all, and it has also a huge scar on one side. So guys, I want to give you a suggestion. If you want to use something like the toilet paper rolls or other kind of rolls, you can cut that before you use it, and then use the plastic tape to make it waterproof, and also create the opening as we did before for the other molds. So you will get a perfect cylindrical mold. But let's see our chalks. So now they are ready, they are completely dry. They took like couple of hours to harden perfectly, and so now I just want to remove the tape from the bottom and then open the mold like this and see the magic happen. Yay! This is my chalk, perfect. The surface is completely smooth and it is really beautiful to see. So now you just want to basically take off all the other chalks from the molds, and that's it. You have your perfectly beautiful chalks. So as you can see, the result is stunning. They are absolutely beautiful. The surface is smooth and shiny, and with that shape you can store them into cylindrical containers like mugs, glasses or vases. And please don't throw away the mold, because you can reuse that many times more. So this is one of the chalks, and as you can see, it is really comfortable to grab, especially for kids, and with that shape you will get different drawing lines. And these are the chalks on white paper, and the colors are super bright. So guys, this was my idea to create some sidewalk chalks with a twist. I hope you like that. So if you did like, leave some thumbs up and of course some comments down here, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye bye, ciao!